I'm so excited for this. These are always so much fun.
They are.
Good morning.
Always goes wrong.
You want to hit the normal intro?
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Couple Things.
With Shawn and Andrew.
This is going to be fun. It's always interesting to do a live stream. Something usually goes wrong. We usually lose audio, so bear with us.
And then we usually lose our cool shortly thereafter. But today, it's looking crispy. We got audio live. Let us know if that changes. And we are excited to do this live Q&A with you. We did one a couple weeks ago when we were halfway through the Special Forces World Toughest Test airing on TV. Mm-hmm. And now we wanted to do an end of show and end of year Q&A.
End of show meaning end of Special Forces. Andrew likes to get dramatic.
No, actually,
it's the end of the show.
I actually did not legitimately put that together like it was a dramatic ending of our podcast. But now that you say that, I understand.
Yeah, you love to where could it be?
Also, Kaylee Wheeler says saying goodbye.
No.
Shawn also didn't like this. Okay, I'm trying to game plan
saying
live
goodbye
here.
to Special Forces. Andrew likes to capture your attention.
And the year. So here we are.
Really?
This might be the last live stream we do on any social platform about the end of the year. So
about the end of 2025.
Okay. So
okay, let's start with a life update before we get into all the questions.
Let's do it.
So things are pretty crazy. We are living at my parents' house. We have officially moved out of our house. And it's crazy. We have not moved into the new house yet.
I know we're only a couple nights in, but does it feel like vacation to you?
A little bit.
Parents' house?
A little bit chaotic, a little bit, uncertain. This feels like an interesting transition.
The kids are on all sorts of adventures, checking out the tools that Poppy has in the garage or checking out the backyard and seeing the birds.
We have 17 animals under one roof, which is a lot.
Hilarious.
Not actually.
I'll share on my Instagram stories later a picture of all the animals at dinner time. It's pretty hilarious.
There's 4 large dogs, 1 small dog, and a cat.
A lot of animals.
Andrew and I were talking about this move. We've been remodeling this house for 2 years. We are so excited to finally move in. It is a property that we feel we will be living at for the rest of our lives. It will be a project that will continue for a very long time because there's so many things that we want to do. So as of right now, the inside of our house is complete, but nothing else. So the driveway's not done, It's very rough on the outside, but we love that. We love the idea of living there and having this project be ongoing for a long time. However, it has been interesting, though we are absolutely ecstatic to move into this home that we've poured our heart and soul into the design of, because it's truly made for us. It's not whatever. This is the very first house I've ever left that I've felt attached to.
A little sentimental. I felt super attached to the house I grew up in, and I remember leaving for college, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving home. And I haven't really felt like that. We moved a couple times, but this house for sure is probably second most sentimental house I've lived in.
Yeah.
Just because the first week when we were in that house, Jet learned how to ride his bike before he was even turned 2.
Yeah.
First week we were there, we had his first birthday party.
We brought Bear home there. Our family was complete there.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be good. We're gonna try out the family compound vibe, and we talk about family a lot. And we're like, you know what? Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's do this experiment and see how we like living with grandparents, kids, maybe grandkids at some point. We're gonna do the chicken thing. Shawn started doing sourdough, which is totally a gateway drug to the homestead life.
I started doing sourdough 2 years ago.
I know, but now you're like,
ever
I
since
want
I did
chickens.
sourdough, I'm like, I need chickens now because I need eggs. I need real, yummy, delicious eggs. Drew and Jet and Bear and neighbor friends and stuff have already called names on chickens and what color chickens they want. So now I got to figure out what's the next step to getting chickens. Do you just get chickens? Do you get them in the middle of the winter?
We're going to figure it out on the fly.
How many are going to die? I really don't want any chickens to die.
I'm also excited because I feel like our kids are old enough now that the adventures they have are going to be a little more appropriate for the place that they'll be. And so, I'm imagining boys crawling through creeks and all sorts of things. But anyway, that's going to be an exciting change. It's
Yeah.
happening here in the next couple weeks. The holidays are here. I
They're
was
in
just telling
full
Shawn,
force.
oh my gosh. I think the next 3 years with the kids are going to be like the best years of Shawn and I's lives, because Bear will be 2 in a couple weeks. And just like that, 2 to 5
I know.
is such a good age.
But like Drew is in the most amazing phase now too, and she's 6. I don't know. I just think it's just going to get better and better and better and better and better. I don't know how that's possible, but
yeah. We got a lot of questions already about the show, about the house. Let's start with the house and then we'll move into the show. Someone asked when the move-in date is. That's Aspen Lynn asked.
it's happening right now. Like it's literally in the process of happening. We've got movers, the painters are still there, the contractors. Like there's probably 60 people at the new house right now getting everything finished. We don't have like an exact date, but it is very soon.
I passed our builder. He was driving out. I was driving in. He looked at me. He's like, it's a little crazy in there.
It is crazy.
Let's see.
It is crazy.
April Geyser asked, when are you planning on doing a video showing the new house remodel?
We will do that soon. So we're in the process of showing everything. We've been filming everything. Because it's been a 2-year process, it's been really hard to like show every phase because it's been it like evolves so slow but quickly, if that makes sense. So we in the next couple weeks will be doing huge shoots to show all of the details and the before and afters. There is a podcast that just went live. I'll put it on my story. Highly recommend you listen to it. It's the whole like inspo behind the design process and our team that we used. I got to go on Textures podcast. It's couture and construction. I talked a lot about like all the details. But yes, we'll be sharing all of it very soon.
Has been amazing in planning out the whole sequence of like, hey, let's move the kids' beds to my parents' house so then they can feel less, unsettled. And she's mapped out this whole transition plan. And I just want to say, great job.
It's been wild. So far, so good. Bear had a rough night the first night. I think there was so much chaos. There were so many movers, like in his home, like in our home, and like in his room, and whatever. But he did great last night, and we're settling in.
Allison says, happy December. Happy December to you as well. Haley says, I love that you guys do live stream pods, and I've enjoyed them over the last 5 years. It's actually been 6 years we've been doing this podcast. And I just got a notification on YouTube that our 10-year anniversary on that platform, which is pretty much what started us in creating all the videos that we do, was YouTube 10 years ago. And it's kind of just fun to see the years stacked together.
I've got a few here all around the same thing. Again, the new house. But Andrew, what are you most excited for with the new house and the property? And like again, the other one is like some things you're most excited about with this house.
I would say the thing I'm most excited about is the thing I'm most anxious about as well, maybe nervous about, is it's a little more secluded.
Mm-hmm.
We have a wonderful neighborhood, wonderful neighbors right now. But I'm excited. I'm nervous because we're leaving that.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're leaving very close neighbors, like take 2 steps and knock on a front door.
Yeah. Which I feel like has been really good for the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous that we might miss aspects of that, but I'm excited because I think the effect, I'm hoping the effect of this is that we spend more time just together.
Yeah.
And like I said, these young years with the kids, I'm really wanting to savor every second. So that's what I'm most excited about.
I am most excited, again, we're trying to slow down our pace of life with our kids a little bit, have more, like Andrew said, more time at home and on like our property, and less distraction. But I'm also really excited for another question is, are any other families living on the new property? My parents are. So we will literally, our kids can walk out the front door any moment and just like run a few steps over to Mimi and Poppy's house, which is going to be really exciting. Their house is not done yet. So that's like phase 2, but we're very excited to have a multi-generational property.
Yeah.
And maybe sometime down the road when our kids are grown and they've flown the coop, maybe they'll come back and live on a house on the property.
Yeah, we're farmers now, so
Farmers.
we're farmers. Sydney says, I'm glad that you plan to stay in the house for the consistency the kids need. As a pastor's kid, a PK, all the moves really affected my older siblings. Yeah. We have moved twice now with Drew, but it feels we've been in the current house. Someone else asked how long we were in our current house. We were there for 3.5 years. So yeah.
I will say I have noticed I never thought twice about a move with our kids until this one. This is the first one that has affected a kid, and it's been Drew. In any capacity, it's not a lot. She's very excited to move to this house. She's very excited about her room. She's in love with the house. She's in love with the property, but it has come with emotions of like, I'm not going to have my neighbors, and I'm not going to, what does this look like? So I agree.
Ellie asked if Andrew's mom will ever move over. Probably not, honestly.
Yeah.
My siblings, I have 4 siblings. They all live in Indianapolis, and my mom lives. They're all within like 5 minutes of each other, and that's probably the only other place Shawn and I would move. But we make it up there like once a month, so we feel good about being down here. It's a great setup for the kids. I don't know if it's self-indulgent or justified, like missionally, that we're down here, but my mom probably will stay in Indiana since all my other siblings are up there.
Should we move into Special Forces?
We can, but I just want to shout out. YouTube has these little crowns that they show the people commenting, and we have Krista Cochran is the #1 fan. It looks like
wow.
She has a little crown with the #1. Caitlin Altman has been around. Caitlin, remember the live streaming audio app that we did?
Yeah.
That was called, what was it called?
Oh.
I can't remember what it was called.
Some egg. Sunny side
Amazon.
up. Sunny side up with.
No, the app. Yeah. Anyway, Caitlin was always there. So what's up, Caitlin? She's #2. And then Mandy Nolan coming in at #3. It is so fun to see the consistent faces. And again, we might be doing a tour next year, so maybe we'll actually get to be live and in person with you all sometime. Yeah. Oh, Amazon Amp. That's what it was.
Amp.
Okay. All right. We got 400 people with us this morning. Can we hit some likes on the YouTube video while we're doing this? And then let's use that as a transition to talk about some Special Forces questions, shall we?
Babe, I just want to say this. You don't like when I double down on the Special Forces thing, but I'm so proud of you.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It was a stressful couple weeks, honestly.
It was.
And what an experience to do. I am glad that it's behind us. Fox kind of wants us to do more stuff.
I think we should.
I just don't know if I got what it takes to be on TV.
You do, because everyone loves you, and you're just like, you are such a good human and a good guy. I think the world should see more of that.
Thank you. I think we're a good team, and I love you. And you're
I love
freaking
you.
MVP,
Why
baby.
do you have sweaty palms? Does that make you sweat?
Freezing
thinking
cold
about it?
hands. Is it not cold up here?
It is really cold.
Okay. Who's ready for some Special Forces questions? Got a lot of them.
Let's close this loop and move on to the next show.
And also,
Andrew on Dancing with the Stars.
As we're doing the questions, can we add names just like as a part of it moving forward? So,
Andrew, let's start with, are you feeling any better about the ending of the show?
I am.
You are.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean,
That's good.
I got all bundled up in my emotions, but what I realized was it's not about me. You freaking won. Why are we talking about me? Dude.
So he's not doing good. So
I'm over
that's
it.
a no. If there's any psychologists or psychiatrists watching, let's just bring you on.
I don't like think about it often, but it's like you did the thing. So I'm just done talking about my part of it.
Really? No, we're gonna continue talking about it. Now that the show is over, we are able to like speak on every little detail. There's nothing to hide anymore as far as like results and endings. But someone said, in the event of one of us going home before videos from home, did you pre-shoot any videos like Teresa did for Gia?
So Teresa actually didn't pre-shoot that. She filmed that and submitted it after she was on the show, and then got her number pulled.
Yeah.
That was Tyler's question. So
She shot that after she got home.
yeah.
Like my parents and our kids and Andrew's brother and sister-in-law, they shot those videos like literally the night before we watched them.
Yeah.
It was very last second.
Yeah. We were in, I think we mentioned this in the first episode that we did on the whole debrief, but the people at home were in communication with producers about us the whole time we were gone. So like, checking in on different things. That's how they submitted their videos, was through the producer. It was all good. But let's see. There's another question that says, which DS do you think should do Dancing with the Stars?
Only because I say this because he's so hard to crack. But I'd say Foxy. Could you imagine just like the humor?
Great. He's like a big, strong guy too. So I feel like watching him dance would be great. Yeah.
But like Rudy, Q, I don't think Billy would do it.
Rudy would probably love it the most.
For sure.
But I would like to see Foxy do it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I was actually thinking, with the help of all the fancy software that we have nowadays, of taking all the audio we've recorded about this, both on the show and beyond, and making like a little book about it. What do you think about that?
Interesting.
No, just like a free, like a little text version summary that we could have on our coffee table. Or you love the idea so much.
Love it. I'm gonna move on. Next question. Were the interrogators really that mean when the cameras weren't rolling? Okay, so this is from Tyler as well. The hard part to wrap your mind around as like a viewer or a spectator of the show is this whole like cameras on, cameras off. Like any other reality TV show that you hear about and you see. There was no such thing for this one, if that makes sense. There was no like, we're getting ready to film, interrogators are coming in. You know, there was no active producing of a TV show ever. The cameras were rolling 24/7 with no producers in sight. They were all behind the scenes. Everything was shot basically from like a security camera. So you weren't even really aware that there were cameras. That little black necklace that we wore was a mic.
A lot of people asked about the black necklace. Like, what the heck was that thing?
So, and we wore that 100% of the time. So the interrogators, yes, they were that quote mean 100% of the time because there was never an off. So we didn't get to interact with them after the course was like done. But yeah, we never saw like a nice side.
No, and pretty much anytime, we weren't with them that often. We were with them before challenges, and then
the interrogators.
Sorry, the interrogators. Gotcha. I thought they meant the DS. But we weren't with either of them much.
No.
Like whatever you saw, I would say that's the one thing that the camera and the edit did show was pretty much any time we interacted with the DS was on TV in some capacity.
I will say the DS warmed up more and more as the course went on. So like between day 1 and day 10, there was definitely a different demeanor amongst the DS. I do feel, especially at the beginning, the DS have to be that strict and that like forceful to a certain extent because you are doing death-defying things and they have all these personalities where they don't really know, are you going to comply? Are you going to listen? Are you going to be a hazard? Are you going to, do something dumb? Like they have to kind of build that trust very quickly. So by the end, we got to see more personable sides of them.
Pam asks, would you have preferred New Zealand freezing cold location over Morocco heat desert location?
I say this genuinely. I know my capabilities. I knew going into the desert that like I had the greatest chance of making it to the end. I am not sure. I mean this sincerely, you guys. I am not sure I would have lasted 48 hours in the Arctic.
The cold would have been so miserable for so many reasons.
I can barely go skiing. Andrew, for my birthday, got me a heated vest because going down the ski slopes for 2 hours, I would literally be in so much excruciating pain.
Yeah.
So I would lose feeling in my hands and my feet.
Yeah.
In Like, I can't survive the cold.
I've heard that it was so hot in Morocco that they actually had to tweak down and even maybe remove some of the difficult physical challenges that they had planned because it was so hot. And if you're in the cold, they don't have that constraint of like heat danger. So,
but they do have a constraint of hypothermia though.
That's true. Let's see. Ashley wants to know if one of you had to leave the show early, would the other still stay or would you have both left together?
We had this conversation before we started. We were definitely in agreement that if one of us left, the other person would stay.
Yeah.
We wanted someone with the last name of East to cross the finish line, no matter what.
Mandy wants to know if when we were both done with Special Forces, were you standoffish toward each other or no? She's asking because she honestly doesn't think she would be okay. Were we standoffish once we reunited after the show?
Not at all.
No, it was, that was the thing I was most worked up about after the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you see like clips of the after I exited interview I had to do, I was so mad and angry, really worried about Shawn because like it was such an unpleasant experience. And I was like, I don't know what she will go through from this point forward. So I like when we reunited, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, you're all right.
Andrew was the last person on the entire cast to tap out as far as like personality wise. So I think having him be pulled, that was really hard. But I will say, even like as a cast, because technically 6 of us, because Randall made it pretty much to the last day, because 6 of us made it to the end, when we all got back to the hotel, like after everything was done, we got to reunite as all 6. And that was like seeing your family. We were so happy. We sang happy birthday to Bree. It was her birthday. Like,
yeah, it was fun.
There was no standoffishness. It was like, oh, I'm so happy to see you all because we can bond through this.
Shelly wants to know, did the mic necklace rub your skin during the heat or sweat? No, the necklace wasn't bad, but so the way it worked was like a walkie-talkie kind of transmitter pack. So you had the necklace, which was the mic, and then what you couldn't really see was the cord that ran from that down to this body strap that they had.
That was awful.
And it was kind of like a swimsuit type material, but it was pretty tight.
You know those bands that you wear, that you see runners wear, and they put gel packs in them?
Yeah.
That's what we were wearing, and it had a mic pack in it.
And it was like waterproof because we did all the water challenges, but it would take hours to dry out, so you're just wearing the soggy cloth around your waist.
Yeah.
Which honestly I think might have helped cool us down, like our body temperature.
But you also had like pruned skin around your waist for 10 days.
Yeah.
How did Andrew find out about his broken ribs and how are they now?
Yeah, felt it and then went to the doctor afterward. Legitimately when that happened, they show a couple clips. I could not lay horizontal because it was putting too much weight on my ribs. So I was like really in a bad spot to finish the show. Even the workout they showed the day after where it was like the race, me versus Randall, I was just I couldn't hardly get down and get back up again. So,
and when we got home, I think at least a full week had gone by and it wasn't progressing. It wasn't getting any better. And that was like after being home and having like proper rest and ice and therapy. And so we were like, you have to go in. So he went in and they took an x-ray and they're like, bruh, you broke your ribs.
Yeah.
What?
The Heartland asked if we've worked through like the after show, quote unquote, trauma at all. Did we experience that? And have we talked to other contestants about it?
Gia and I talked about this. We got the best end of the stick, if that makes sense. Because you go through so many hard things, hard challenges, and like the psychological stuff. And your memories and your your emotions attached to it, for us, almost got rewired at the very end because we crossed a finish line and we had all the DS go from super serious to like laughing, giggling, hugging us, saying we're so proud of you. Like we got to kind of have those very last moments repaint all the pictures for us like it was you did it. So I don't feel like I had anything to work through at the end because my most vivid memories now are happy ones. What about you?
No, I feel like I've reframed it in a good way. So I feel I just never want to experience that last 24 hours.
Well,
again.
I agree.
But someone, let's see, Caitlin also asked, was there ever a point for each of you where you thought about VWing? The tunnels was the one thing where I had the most panic and like, get me out of here. But the thought of VWing never really crossed my mind. It was more of like an overwhelm and not knowing what to do. It was like confusion rather than let me leave the show, you know?
No.
No.
I'd say the only time I ever started thinking about it maybe was the interrogation, but like the very last day. But even then I knew it would end.
Yeah.
I had kind of just set my mind on it's just 10 days.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't always just feel like 10 days.
No.
It felt like so long. Oh, man.
No, but there was never like a day where I was like, I don't think I could ever do this day again.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that until the very last day. And then I was like, I know I don't have to do it again no matter what. So you just have to get through the day.
Yeah. Krista says that she has to admit she's not seen the season of the show yet, but she's excited to sit down and watch it. A lot of people said that they'd not seen the show and they watched it because we were on it and they loved it. And I think if you watch it, like really the scenery is beautiful. The way they film it, the cinematography is really amazing. And it's kind of cool, the whole premise of get to know these people that you are known for only one thing, acting or modeling or whatever, and then get a totally different understanding of them because they're in a totally different context. But yeah, so check it out and let us know what you think. We're about to, you want to do some ad reads?
Yeah.
Let's do that. And before we do that, go ahead and hit the like button. We got now 600 of us with us.
Yay.
Thank you all for being here. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Shawn, you want to take it?
Let's do it. Ladies, skims, and gents, because there's still great stuff. Lately, we have been on the kick of trying to actually improve our sleep. Trying. And I swear, what we wear to bed has made a huge difference. A lot bigger than I expected.
Yeah, keyword on trying to get better sleep there. But before this, I feel like I was basically wearing whatever was clean to bed, which was not great.
Not great at all. But when we tried the Skims Sleep and Soft Lounge Sets, it was game over. The fabric is unreal. So soft, so stretchy, and just calming. I genuinely feel like I sleep better when I'm wearing them.
Same. And I never used to wear pajamas to bed, ever.
Truly.
Now I'm the one asking if we can match PJs, which is a Christmas tradition for us. I even have a favorite set, which is shocking.
He really does. And I have been living in mine around the house, mornings with the kids, curled up with hot cocoa. They have so many cute holiday prints, and Skims has something for everyone. Women, men, kids, and even pets.
Which makes holiday shopping so easy this year. We're basically doing Skims for the whole family.
If you want to shop the best pajamas, head to skims.com. And after you place your order, make sure you let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and choose our show from the drop-down menu.
And if you're still working through your holiday list, the SKIMS Holiday Shop is officially open now at skims.com/couplethings.
Skims is the best. It is literally the best.
Now let me tell you about how I started my morning today, which is with Kachava.
We always think the holidays are going to be calm and cozy, and then somehow we end up doing 3 holiday parties in one day, hosting people, trying to pack, trying to cook. It's just chaos.
I don't know if it'll be like that this year. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll try to have a little less chaos. But last year we literally had a house full of guests, a flight delay, and we still attempted to make a quick breakfast before running out the door, which is not a good idea.
Horrible idea. So this year, we've both been leaning on Kachava to keep things simple. Before we go to a holiday party, I'll make my shake, and it actually helps me just not dive into every cookie in sight. And while we travel, I pack a couple servings in my carry-on so I don't have to rely on airport food.
You got to have some cookies, though.
I mean so.
And now they have their new limited edition chocolate mint flavor.
Which is
That's what I had this
delicious.
morning. It is so good.
Yeah.
It's rich chocolate, cool mint, zero compromise. It tastes like the season without the sugar crash. And it still has everything we need to feel human during the holidays.
I am still a fan of the strawberry. The vanilla is great, and chai. Jet's favorite is chai. I'm not sure he's supposed to have it, but he loves it. Sometimes I will blend mine with frozen fruit or nut milk to change it up, and I genuinely feel a difference in my energy and my digestion. Thanks to the fiber, probiotics, and enzymes, it just helps keep me regular and feeling great.
Same here. I noticed the protein and electrolytes help with strength and recovery, and the minerals and B vitamins support metabolism and cognition, which I need because my brain goes offline during the holidays.
True. Kachava is a whole body meal with 25 grams of 100% plant-based protein, 6 indulgent flavors, and no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. It's non-GMO, no soy, no gluten, no preservatives. It actually tastes good, which is rare for a plant-based shake.
And you can try it risk-free with their Love It guarantee. And honestly, thousands of reviews say you're going to love it as well.
Calm the holiday chaos. Go to kachava.com and use code EastFam for 15% off your next order. That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code EastFam for 15% off.
And lastly, for today's episode,
The best
this
Omaha
show
steaks
is brought to you by the Omaha Steak.
Every year we swear we're going to be more organized with our holiday gifting, and then suddenly we're hosting people, as we've said, trying to plan meals, trying to buy gifts, everything at once.
Yeah, and last year we panic bought gifts on December 22nd and ended up cooking dinner for like 12 people. We needed a miracle, honestly.
Truly, which is why Omaha Steaks has become our go-to. From holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, they deliver the world's best steak experience right to your door. USDA certified tender steaks, juicy burgers, cozy comfort meals. It's all there.
And right now, during their Sizzle All the Way sale, you can get up to 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. That's 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com, plus an extra $35 off with promo code EastFam at checkout. That's the kind of deal that I can get behind.
Truly. We've both been blown away by the quality. The steaks come perfectly aged, hand-cut by master butchers, and honestly, the flavor is next level. That grass-fed, grain-finished thing makes such a difference. We've gifted it to family before, and they still talk about it.
The Heartland says, Omaha, that's where she lives.
Oh,
Anywhere.
yes.
And the convenience of Omaha Steaks is unbeatable. Holiday magic is made easy, and if you place your order by 6 p.m. Eastern time, it ships the same day. It's a no-brainer if you're hosting or sending gifts.
They've been America's original butcher since 1917. 5 generations of uncompromising quality, and the variety is wild. The steaks, yes, but also burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, even desserts. We've already had our eye on another box for the season.
Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code EastFam at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code EastFam. All right, shall we get back to the questions?
Let's do it. We're going to go back to some generic questions, and then if you have any more special forces, put them in the chat. Andrew,
Hit me.
what was your favorite trip we took this year?
Oh my gosh. Can we just reflect for a second? Shawn and I are
Holy smokes.
weeks away from our annual review where we'll talk about everything we did this year, from trips to whatever business stuff to all the things we get involved in. And I'm just reflecting on Park City.
Yep.
Cancun.
The kids learned to ski this year? That was this year?
That feels like it was 7 years ago.
Wow. We did Cancun. We did Tijuana with all of our kids and the extended family.
Indiana, a couple times.
We did Japan. Did that thing. Singapore and Dubai.
Yeah. If you guys have recommendations, drop them in the chat, please, because Shawn and I usually take one big trip with the family every year, and we want to make it a good one. So
I would say my favorite this year, though, and it sounds ridiculous to say, and I know we're so blessed to have been able to do this, but all of our kids talk about Dubai more than any place they've been.
yeah, maybe it's because it's the most fun to say. But we also did camels there. Had a
They
great
rode
day on the
camels there.
beach.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite was San Diego / Tijuana.
Yeah.
Great.
That was magical.
good.
How do you stay present with kids when so many other things call for your attention? Chores, work, etc.
Interesting. I feel like I'm more prone to be preoccupied with work or projects or things outside of the home. This question is from Carly, by the way, so thank you, Carly. I don't know what you tend to get preoccupied by. What would you say that is for you?
Aimlessly scrolling.
Scrolling? I feel like you also think about the kids' lunches and
I think
tidiness.
We've talked about this on other podcasts, but my brain moves so fast and trying to organize it all that like the ADHD side of me will just shut down and I'll get locked in on just like being very mindless. And so turning that back on and turning that off is hard.
How do we stay present though? I have realized that it is so easy to like check out that email or respond to that text message or, you know, do whatever you're going to do on the phone or computer. And so I try to hold a guitar in my hands as much as possible or a book. Yeah. And that prevents my hands from being used to hold a phone. So that's been my hack, is literally not allowing any space for the phone.
I would say two things. One, we do like weekly reflections. Every Sunday night, we'll kind of talk about the week, how we did, what we want to do better, which kid needs more attention, whatever it is. Just kind of talk through and have an honest like audit of the past week and say, I don't think we should do phones in the bedroom this week or whatever it is. And then two, and we do that every single week. Two, anything that we find to be too much of a distraction, we will remove. And I say that because we used to have a TV in our living room and we noticed very quickly it was becoming too much of a distraction, too much of a centerpiece of while you're sitting at dinner, you just like, we weren't having quality time as a family. So we literally got rid of it.
Yeah.
And
put a picture there that was meaningful to us instead.
We will like design, even if it's like countercultural, we will design our spaces to encourage less distractions.
And yeah, we also try to fully commit our calendars. Not don't confuse that with staying busy all the time, but fully committing them. So like, you know, you've heard about our date nights before. Every Thursday night on our calendar is date night.
Which I'm so excited for.
I know. It's been like last week being Thanksgiving, and then whatever with we did New York City kind of for the media tour, but we haven't had a proper normal date night in a while. But we'll like try to have everything on our calendar so that it's almost like, you know, blocked time in that sense. But also to Shawn's point about designing the environment, we did just yesterday finish
our manuscript.
The manuscript for our book.
You guys.
I can't wait. This is it's not going to be this big, just to put you at ease. This is only one-sided printed paper. Sorry, trees. But we just submitted the final edits, and I'm so excited.
I love it.
It should release next June, so you'll probably be hearing a lot about it.
I actually think it is the perfect mix of you and I. There's some like quirkiness to it, which is me, like the little jokes, and then like the analytical data is you. But truly, how we structure our lives and how we try to operate is been put into a book.
But essentially, the book is kind of, we wanted to talk about things in our life that have gone well and things that have not gone well, and what's the through line that we could share personal stories about and also explore like what other people are saying about that. And what we've realized when things have gone well, it's when like we're really dialed in and focused and committed to one thing. And when they haven't been, it's when we're kind of like, you know, fragmented mind and not fully present. And so we talk about what we've learned, talk about our personal stories in it, and then also share some things that we've learned from mentors and elsewhere about, hey, if you design your room like this, it'll actually help. Think similar to Atomic Habits type vibe. So it's some self-help, mostly roasting Andrew stories. So just the way we like it. Mandy wants us to come to Illinois and do a book signing. But that would be fun.
We will be doing a full book tour. So really excited about that.
Oh, here's a question from Lindsay.
What?
My husband and I are thinking of having a third baby. What's your best advice from going from 2 to 3? I love the connection with her 2 kids, and she's worried about my attention being divided. What are your thoughts, babe?
What's her name? Mandy?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Hear me out, okay? This is just straight, honest truth. This is my perspective. I say 1000% go for baby 3 because it is the coolest dynamic to see all 3 of our kids together. It feels very different than 2. I do think it is the biggest difference. When you have 1 kid, I felt like I could control almost everything. When I had 2 kids, I felt like I could kind of take that control and just like spread it out a little bit. So I still felt organized. 3, I felt like I lost all control. It felt like you unlocked a different level of parenting and chaos that you'll never quite have it under control. So I want to say that. And I also feel like I will never have enough time with my kids individually, but it's also the most beautiful, counterintuitive thought because it's like, I adore all 3 so much that I constantly want to be spending more time with each. Does that make sense? So yeah, that feeling will never go away that I don't feel like I have enough time. It's just, I think, how we feel as parents. But the third is such a gift.
Let me do my overthinking thing real quick. What do you feel like you having that lost feeling of control has ended up being overwhelming or good in the long run?
I think it just, one, it's inevitable. Like when you have 3 kids, you do have to give up a sense of control because you can't control 3 kids. But I also think it's made me a very different parent than I was with 1 or 2. And I think it's better. I had to learn how to just kind of say, it's going to be okay.
It literally feels like a psychological shift.
It is. But it's fun. I feel like with just having 1 kid or having 2, I felt like we could still prioritize and not know it, work and other things more, and still say we were prioritizing family. Now there's no option. Like family is first because it has to be because there's so many of us.
Yeah.
I love it. I highly recommend 3 kids.
I do feel like it going from 2 to 3 forced us to realize that we can't be perfect parents, you know, and there will be sacrifices made, which then encouraged us to think about what sacrifices do we want to make? Do we want to make sacrifices from our kids in favor of work, or do we want to make sacrifices from work in favor of our kids? Which ended up being a really positive thing. And it's like our plate was so full, and I feel like every kid we had, we would go into it trying to still accomplish the same things and do the same amount of projects and run at the same RPMs after the kid as we were before. And that totally just shattered after the 3rd kid, where it was like, no, we have to change some things and we got to do less so that we could do more with our kids.
Yeah.
Let's see. Black Galaxy asks, what advice would you give to a mom with 2 under 2? She's 2 months postpartum with a 19-month-old first child. I'm struggling because taking care of herself and the kids, and she's starting to dwindle, and it's affecting the family.
Is this a husband asking or a partner?
I think it sounds like the mom.
Oh, I'd say it's normal to feel this way. That's like a phase we go through. I'm not saying just like tough it out until it gets better, but like it's very normal. Having 2 under 2 is very hard. But I would say just rally the troops for her. Send a text out to your 5 closest friends or neighbors and literally say, like, this is where I think as moms, we literally have to step down off of our pedestal where we feel like we have to be able to do it all. And you have to humble yourself and you have to say, this is a lot for me. I need help. And so ask your neighbors or ask your friends and say, is there any chance we could do a meal train for the next couple of weeks? Or anything you guys can do to help pick up groceries, but truly like rallying the troops for help, because if she is starting to dwindle, that means she needs more people coming in.
Yeah. It's almost like those first few months after having a kid, it's like you're going down in a cave, like, and you're mining for all the wonderful things that come with being a parent, but you're like deep in the cave,
Yeah.
you know, and you will miss it at some point in the future, but in the moment you're like, just get me up for air.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that we learned was really trying to fight and be intentional and structured around, and this is speaking from a father's perspective, not mother's, but like, how can we try to get you out of that cave at least somewhat consistently and predictably, so that you could say, okay, hey, I know that I'll get Thursday nights by myself, and I can just like, and have a second to breathe, you know? And I think we also learned that having diligence when you do have like the free time, and not creating more overwhelm or creating more distraction and more franticness, was really helpful, because it kind of allowed us to psychologically reset. But it's a lot. Know that it is a phase, and you're gonna do great. So we're rooting for you, and sorry that you feel a little worn down.
I know.
All right, we got about 15 more minutes. You want to keep ripping through some questions?
Yeah. Let's finish out our list. Someone asked, where can we send, M asked, fan mail, wedding invites, baby shower invites? hi@familymade.com is the email. Send anything there. We love getting all these invites. We send out a lot of baby shower gifts and a lot of wedding gifts.
We should do a look back on what gifts we did. Yes, it was so fun. We aren't able to attend all the weddings, but we'll try to help with the registry, and it's so fun to get like thank you letters.
Wow.
Oh, we've done all those? How many? No way. We have done 40 gifts this year.
40 wedding
gifts. That is so much fun. Sorry, wedding
Love
and
it.
baby. Keep them coming though. So hi at Family Made. That'll be a good email address. And we usually don't share our physical address. So there you go.
Carly has asked, did I work out and stay active during pregnancy? And if so, how did I navigate that? I worked out the most with my first pregnancy, less with my second, and almost none with my third. And how did I navigate it? Just give yourself grace. I mean, I had the most amount of excess time and energy when I was pregnant with my first baby, so I was able to do more. I felt more fatigued with my second. I was severely anemic with my third. There were so many things. And I would just say, be very aware of your body. I, being so tired, prioritized sleep over everything. So I tried to sleep as much as I could, and I didn't sacrifice sleep to like go work out. But we would always try to get out and go for walks and get fresh air. And then I just kind of found and got a huge motivation bug to work out again after my third kid. And now I'm back in the gym a lot. But yeah, I don't think I really worked out at all pregnant with Bear.
Yeah. Let's see. Next question is,
do we want more kids?
Wow. Who asked that?
Mitzi.
You know what? Life is wonderful. And if we end up not having more kids, I'm okay with it. But I freaking love a little baby. I love it. It's so fun. It's a lot. I would totally have more. But we'll see how it pans out.
I know. I would say no. I love the idea of more kids, but my body cannot handle having another kid. I've had 3 C-sections. I have just said this over and over where like, I love the idea, but if I want to be the mom that's like running, jumping, chasing my children and has the bandwidth and energy for that, after feeling what my body felt like after a 3rd C-section and 3rd pregnancy, it just wouldn't be good after a 4th. So
life is good.
I feel complete.
Danielle asked, how do you continuously stand firm in your faith in this crazy world? I have been mapping this episode out. I'm so excited. I don't know if it'll be up by the end of the year or not, but I've literally, for years before this interview that I'm about to mention, and then for the last couple months, like super intensely, been trying to shape an episode out about this. But we sat down with Caitlin Bristow, and a lot of people loved the second half of our interview with her on her podcast called Off the Vine, where we talk about, I don't know, God. And your question, Danielle, about how do we stand firm in our faith? I don't even know, like that. I don't know if I would phrase it like that, because I would say we always have faith. And then it's like, hey, sometimes it feels more available than other times, but like it's always there, So anyway.
We try to go to church every Sunday to kind of reposition us back on the right path every Sunday as the world tries to steer you away from it.
Yeah. But stay tuned for a whole podcast we do on this. I'm excited.
From Andrea M. What are our Christmas traditions? And Marissa. We have a lot. We go to Indiana every Christmas. We do the matching PJs. We do the Chris Kindle Market. We ride a Christmas train. We make cookies for Santa. We do Elf on a Shelf. We have 3 elves, guys. 1 for each kid.
Did you say the train?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do this little toy train. It takes you through the North Pole. It's
like
epic.
Our own train. Our own little toy train, too.
Around the tree. Sorry. We do have a train around the tree.
Yes.
Which is near and dear to my heart because growing up, my dad actually had this whole, like, it's probably 10 feet wide and 5 feet deep, like a whole display for a model train.
But then we also ride a train.
Yes.
Yeah.
We always wear matching PJs. We always open.
I said all these. Were you listening?
Oh, I'm just reiterating. Yeah. Is that okay?
Keep going. You got it.
Growing up, we used to open one present on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then the rest on Christmas morning.
We don't do that now.
And we used to open one present at a time, and then it's
now
way
it's
too many
just
people.
Mass chaos.
We'll always pile up on my parents' bed, which has evolved as we've all gotten married. Understandably so.
Yeah.
You were not crazy about that.
I wasn't the first woman to marry into the family who thought that was crazy, Andrew.
No, I'm not saying. Yeah.
Oh.
And then we'll open the presents and we'll cook breakfast, and it's a blast. And then we'll have extended family Christmas and meal that afternoon at noon.
Christmas
Always ham.
Love a good Christmas ham.
Christmas Eve service with the candles, classic.
Oh, Christmas play. We do a family Christmas play.
With the kids, it's adorable.
Redoing the Christmas Story.
We always watch the movie The Grinch, and then It's a Wonderful Life.
And Red One now because.
By the way, let me share this with you right now. What do you say? You're welcome in advance. There we go. There is on YouTube. So you're on YouTube right now watching this. A little short film that's 13 minutes long called Forever Green.
Everybody should watch it.
I'm going to type it. It's 13 minutes long.
It'll make you bawl.
I heard about it because my favorite artist, Josh Garrels, did the soundtrack. It's all the vibes, dude. And it's so good. So check that out. We'll also try to add that to the show notes. But I feel like that's a good Christmas tradition, too. The kids have already seen it 7 times, and they love it. They always talk about the bear.
Okay, last question.
Oh, we have one more?
Last question. What are some goals for 2026? We haven't done our goal setting, so I don't know if we're going to have many answers readily available. But
I want to go to Milan for the Olympics. How about that?
In February?
Boom. Putting it out there. What? You asked for goals, dude? I'm just sending it. Off the cuff.
That's soon.
She loves it. She loves the idea.
I love it. Love it. I want to go back to Tijuana.
I got another one while you're thinking. I want this to be a New York Times bestseller. That's what I want it to be.
We'll have pre-sale available soon, you guys. I don't know. I got to think about it.
I got another one while you're thinking about it. I'm going to keep riffing until you got one.
Until I get one.
I want to only eat eggs from our little homestead next year. I'm only eating eggs next year. Sorry, for breakfast. Anytime I have eggs, I want them to be from
Okay, you're not. That's not like your sole diet.
No.
Okay.
And
okay.
Okay, I'll make.
No, I'm
room for
excited.
you.
Do it.
No.
I want to get moved into this house. I'm very excited for that, which is a 2025 goal, but whatever. I don't have anything super tangible at the moment because I feel so incredibly content. So I need to think.
No, you got to come up with one. I got another one. I want to get my motorcycle class license endorsement on there.
I want to finish my pilot's license.
There we go.
The end of 26. So very slow.
Shawn, you'd be a great pilot.
You aren't going to want to fly with me because we operate very differently.
Do we? Really? Hey, thank you for listening. If you haven't yet, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We have some show notes that you could check out, including that Forever Green short documentary. What else are we going to put in there? Whenever I create the kind of little booklet for
oh my gosh,
for special forces experiences, maybe we'll share that as well. Shawn loves that idea. And then, yeah, what a time, what a fall, what a year. We will be publishing more interviews and more solo episodes for the rest of this year, but this will probably be our last live stream. So thank you all for listening. Happy Wednesday, and that's all we got. I'm Andrew.
I'm Shawn.
Till next time.